Hey guys, it's me JSHDIY and welcome back to the happy side of YouTube. Super excited I get to hang out with you today. If you are new to my channel, extra welcome and hello. So go ahead right now and comment down below you're new to my channel. My subscribers will give you a nice little welcome and brighten up your day. The notification squad shoutouts today go to Livin' Life, Ukulele Cover Girl, BFF Girls. So if you would like a shout out, just watch the whole video start to finish without skipping. It'll be really fun and I will be able to see that you've watched the whole video and I'll give you a shout out in my next video. So for the first recipe, you're going to be needing some shampoo, and for this first shampoo I'm going to be using is the Herbal Essence one, and you will also going to be needing some hand soap. So for the hand soap I'll be using is this milk and honey hand soap, and the last ingredient you'll be needing is some hair gel. So I have this Tresemme hair gel right here, and we will see what happens when you mix them all together. It should make slime, and we will see if this recipe works. Okay, so I have my bowl, and I'm just going to add in a little bit of our shampoo as the first ingredient because I'm pretty sure we need the most of the shampoo because it's the base of this slime. So I think that is enough. And now I'm going to add in a little bit of our hand soap because this will just thicken it up. So I've added in some of that, and now we just need some hair gel to top it off. So I'm gonna add some of this, and if you guys are wondering what the hair gel does, it basically should thicken up the texture, but we will see what happens once we mix this all up. So we have all of our ingredients here, and we will see if this recipe works. Okay, I'm gonna mix this up, and so far, it is actually turning like more runny than the texture was even before. So I'm just gonna mix this up a bunch, and then we'll put it in the refrigerator and see if that does anything. So this was in the refrigerator for about, I'd say 20 minutes, and the texture really has not changed at all. So I'm gonna say our first recipe was a fail, but I'm determined to find a recipe that will work, so let's try out another one. So the next shampoo I'm going to be using is this one right here. You guys always love the slimes that I make with this one, so I decided to make one with this one, especially because I have not made a shampoo slime with this one recently, so let's try it out. So I have a fresh bowl right here, and I'm gonna add in a little bit of my shampoo, and then I will show you guys what the activator we'll be using. And this is kind of like a light blue color, and it looks really nice. The activator I'll be using for this shampoo is actually alum, and I have not used this for a while because it's really easy to mess up, so I don't usually like trying it out, but we're gonna try it out today. A tip if you guys are gonna try making the alum shampoo slime is add in the smallest bit, like literally just like 2 grains, and then if it doesn't work too well, you can add in a little bit later. I'm just gonna add in a little more though, because I don't think that will do anything. So I'm just gonna add in like about that much, and you just wanna let it sit and then stir. I'm gonna stir here so you guys can see it form up. And it's kind of already actually clumping up. I don't want to stir it up too much because I don't want it to become like a white slime. I want it to stay clear. Okay, I'm not sure if I want to add in more alum. Actually, this texture is pretty good. I'm just going to keep mixing a little bit. I have a tip for you guys. When you make no-glue slimes, just keep mixing and the texture will come together eventually as long as you don't over-activate it or underactivate it. So keep adding activator and keep mixing, and your texture should come together. And this is what the texture, I think, is the turnout for this recipe. Actually looks like a fluffy slime, and I was wanting to make a fluffy slime today, but I didn't have any shaving cream, so this is perfect. This is the texture or the end result of this recipe, and I'm actually really pleased. Next shampoo I'm going to be using is this Trader Joe's Tea Tree Tringle, I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong, shampoo, and I have not used this for a while. I'm just going to take my bowl, and I kind of washed it out not too well. I'm sorry guys, I couldn't get all the soap out, but we are going to add in some of our Tea Tree Tingle shampoo. And you just need to add in some salt. So I'm going to take my salt and add in a few pinches. But before I add my salt, I'm actually going to mix it up a ton so I get a lot of air bubbles. That's a tip, you guys, if you're making shampoo salt slime. Mix it up so that there's air bubbles. It will really help with the texture and the end result. So I'm just going to create a few air bubbles without the texture becoming like super, I guess, white and not as clear. So I think that will be good. And now I'm going to add in my salt. I'm going to be using actually just some regular salt, not sea salt or anything, or iodized salt, just a little bit of salt. That looks about right, and I'm gonna let this sit here just for a second so it can soak in and it won't become like super bubbly and not as clear. Okay, so I let it sit for a second. Hopefully the salt will have, like, I guess, absorbed into the shampoo. This is what it looks like, you guys, but I'm just going to mix it up a little bit and we'll see how the texture is. Okay, so it looks like the part that was touching the salt has clumped up a little bit. So I think I'm going to add in salt to the part that isn't as, I guess, activated. There we go, that should be, ooh, that's a little too much, but we are just gonna go with it. Okay, so this is the texture after activating it. It's a little sticky, but it is a shampoo slime, so what can you expect? But I'm actually super impressed with the texture. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I'm going to add in a little bit of food coloring. And this is what our slime looks like. I'm super happy with this texture. This was definitely a success. Definitely, I would recommend this recipe to you guys because it's super easy and it turned out pretty well. Okay, so the next shampoo I'm going to be using is the iconic Suave Kids soap, the 3-in-1 one, because I don't have the 2-in-1. So we are going to be making the classic Suave Kids soap slime recipe. Okay, so I'm gonna start off by adding in my Suave Kids. There we go. This is the green apple one, and I love this one so much. And now you're going to need the Pantene shampoo, the clear one, and you're going to add in a little bit of that. And supposedly, the mixture of these two gel shampoos are supposed to make slime, so we will see. Have my mixture, and we're just going to mix it up. This is what it looks like. I'm going to add in a little bit of salt. I don't know. Okay, it's definitely coming together. I'm gonna add in a little more salt. Okay, so the texture is definitely coming together. And I don't even know if it will need to go in the refrigerator at all because I'm pretty sure the texture is already good. It's a little sticky, but the texture actually came out super nice. The next shampoo I'm going to be using is this 2-in-1 Everyman Jack one that I got at Target. So we will see what happens with this shampoo, and we're going to try another recipe for this one. So for this one, we are going to see what happens when we mix lotion and this 2-in-1, I think it's 2-in-1 shampoo, and we will see what happens. So this is what the shampoo looks like. I didn't really expect it to be like metallic like that. Baby lotion, so I'm gonna add in a little bit of that. That was a little too much, but we're gonna go with it. And I think that's all we're gonna do for this line, and we're gonna pop it in the refrigerator. This is what it looks like after mixing it together. It kind of became a little bit runny. So we're going to pop this in the refrigerator and I will see what happens next. So this is what it looks like after being in the refrigerator for an hour and a half. So as you guys might be able to tell for yourself, this is not slime. So this recipe was definitely a fail, and I understand why. I don't know why I thought lotion and shampoo would make slime. Okay, so for the next and final recipe, we're going to be using this Dove shampoo, and I've been experimenting with this over the weekend, and I'm literally obsessed with this so much. So this one is going to be more of a tutorial than a recipe because I already know it works. Add in a little bit of my shampoo. This is about how much I'm going to add in. I dyed this one blue with a marker because I didn't have any food coloring right now. So next, after you have it dyed to the color you want, you're going to be taking some cream of tartar, and you're going to be taking some salt as well as alum, and we're going to mix them together in a separate container. To be using this little dish to make our activator, and you just want to start off by adding in a little bit of cream of tartar, a little bit of your alum, but a little less alum than cream of tartar. And then you want to cover all of that up with salt. And you can just mix it around a little bit. I'm using my finger because I'm not going to go get a spoon for that. Do is take a little bit of your activator, take a nice small pinch, and sprinkle it on. I'm going to do 2 pinches. And then you just want to let it soak in for about 30 minutes. And I will see you guys in 30 minutes, and I'll show you guys the next step. So I have let it sit for, I think 25 minutes, or a little less than 30 minutes, but I think it's good. And you just want to slowly mix it, but mix it really slowly because it turns like super cloudy quick. And I'm just gonna slowly mix it until I think the texture is ready. I think it's almost as activated as it's gonna get, so I'm going to take it off the spoon and I'm gonna take it out and I'll show you guys how the slime turns out. This is the best clear no glue slime ever. So this is what the slime ends up looking like. It's super clear, as you guys can see. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I had a great time with you today. It'd be super cool if you could subscribe if you haven't already, as well as go follow me on Instagram at jsh.diy so you guys can request recipes and videos and be in my next video. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys later today. Bye!